In today's video, we'll be looking at this visa route that New Zealand introduced. Okay, this is an opportunity to work in New Zealand as a farmer. If you know that you want to relocate to New Zealand, you want to work in New Zealand, I think this is an opportunity to explore. They are expecting about 19,500 applications to fill in this demand. All right, there is no age limit, there is no need to write IELTS. The requirement is minimal. Now I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this visa, who will apply, if your dependents will be eligible to follow you to New Zealand or not, and other necessary things. Okay, there are conditions attached to this visa. If you've been watching me, you know that I will tell you the pros and cons, right? I am not the one that will come and hype, and tell you only what you benefit, right? I will also tell you the conditions attached to this visa, so that after hearing from me in this video, if you are still convinced to go ahead with your application, you can do that. All right, ensure to watch this video till the end, because I'll be telling you everything you need to know, every detail. Okay, the application process takes around 3 weeks to be completed, and you'll be able to be in New Zealand. All right, so I'm going to tell you all of that, but before then, hi guys, you're welcome back to the channel. In case today is the first time you're watching me, you're welcome. My name is Ollie. Do well to subscribe. I share tips, I share location videos in this channel. Okay, do well to subscribe, turn on the bell, like this video while we jump right into the video. So guys, the visa route I'm talking about is the recognized seasonal employer limited visa. Okay, remember the last time I brought New Zealand here, it was their straight to residence visa. That visa opportunity is still ongoing. So if you want to apply, you can scroll down, you'll find that video, or check my description box. I will be attaching the video there so that you can explore your options in New Zealand. I've also made a video on how to apply for jobs in New Zealand. You might also check that out. I will attach the videos in the description box. Okay, the new visa we'll be looking at in this video is the recognized seasonal employer limited visa. Okay, so what is this visa all about? This recognized visa allows you to come to New Zealand for a short time to work in our horticulture and viticulture industries. Did you see that? For a short time? Please take note of that. Okay, this means that, just like the name, this is limited, but don't worry, I will tell you what to do. Okay, you must have a job offer from a recognized seasonal employer before you apply. I'm going to show you these eligible employers. That's why I said you should not skip any part of this video. I'm going to show you the list of eligible employers and how you'll be able to apply to them. Now, the length of stay, we'll see the length of stay, how long you'll be able to stay in New Zealand. The age range is 18 and above, so there's no age limit. As long as you're an adult, as long as you are 18, you are eligible to apply for this visa. Okay, for the quota, I told you each year they are given an allocation of 19,500. They have to fill in this allocation. Then the cost is from 325 New Zealand dollars upwards. Okay, the cost for this visa is more than this 325. Okay, so the least you can spend is 325 New Zealand dollars. Okay, and the processing time is within 3 weeks. They have processed 80% of their applications within 3 weeks. Okay, what are the things you can do with this visa? With this visa, your maximum stay varies depending on the date of your arrival in New Zealand. Okay, so some people can stay extra 2 months, right? Whereas some people cannot. And you must work for a recognized seasonal employer in our horticulture and viticulture industries. When you click this recognized seasonal employer list, you'll be able to see the recognized employers. Now, where will you be working? Your work could be planting, it could be maintaining, it could also be harvesting and packing crops. Okay, then you also earn some money and learn horticulture and viticulture skills. These are the benefits. Okay, you can earn money. You can also learn horticulture skills or viticulture skills. Now, you need to note that you cannot apply for any other kind of visa while you hold a recognized seasonal employer limited visa. Did you hear that, guys? So when you get this opportunity and get to New Zealand, you cannot apply for any other visa while you hold a recognized seasonal employer visa. You must leave New Zealand before your visa expires. Also, you cannot include your partner or dependent children in your visa application. Guys, did you hear that? I told you there are conditions attached to this visa. So first of all, you can get this visa. Do you know what this will do for you? Like they stated, you are going to earn money, of course, but it will take you to New Zealand. You'll be able to access New Zealand. You'll be able to get into New Zealand. And when you get into New Zealand, you have gained the trust of employers in New Zealand. Then you can look for another job in New Zealand. You can be working while looking for another job opportunity. And if you're able to get a job, because now you are in New Zealand and you have this edge over those who are outside, especially those who might be looking for the straight to residence visa and all of that. Now you are in New Zealand, which gives you the edge. So you can look for this job, get it, finish this one that took you there. Then you leave New Zealand, right? Before your visa expires, you leave, apply for a new visa, which will now take you back to New Zealand to work, towards your residency. Do you understand? This is just my own advice, okay? And this can also work because they only stated that you cannot look for another kind of visa, not that you cannot look for another job. Okay, so what do you need to apply? You need to enter your country details. Okay, so let's say, yeah, Nigerian. I already put Nigeria, and my location when I'm a Nigerian, right? Then my location when applying is Nigeria. So you put Nigeria. If you are a Nigerian living elsewhere like me, you can put it here. But the instance I'm using here is I'm a Nigerian living in Nigeria, assuming, right? Now, after inputting this, you click on display. It is going to bring out everything you need for this visa application. Okay, so check if you are eligible to apply for this visa and what supporting documents and information you need to apply. The first one is your identity. You must provide proof of your identity. You must provide two acceptable photos of your head and shoulders, and then your passport, that is your passport or certificate of identity. You'll be able to read here to find out the specifications, okay? How you will be able to take the passports, like the backgrounds and all of that, okay? But please note that your passport must be valid for at least 3 months after you plan to leave New Zealand, okay? Now, the country of citizenship, normally this visa is only granted to people from some Pacific nations, okay, but that does not mean that the only ones that get this visa. The health condition is that you must be in good health, okay? So when you come here, you'll be able to read what you need to do. So you may need to have a chest x-ray or HIV test, okay, as proof of good health. So you can read up on that. Your character must be a good one. You must genuinely intend to meet the conditions of your visa. Your medical insurance, you must have acceptable medical insurance, okay, for the length of your New Zealand stay. You must have a medical insurance that covers your stay. Then you must have a job offer. Like I said, I'm going to show you the list of the recognized seasonal employer, that those that are eligible to bring you to New Zealand for this opportunity, okay? So let's look at the process. The information below will help you understand the process, time frame, and costs involved in applying for this visa, so you can plan ahead and have the best chance of submitting a complete application, okay? Before you get a job, local authorities may screen you to make sure you'll be a good worker, okay? Then after that, you may be recruited for a job. That is the first step, okay? If you are offered a job, you will get an employment agreement to sign. You need this to apply for a visa, okay? And the next step is you apply to work for an RSE. You must apply from outside New Zealand for an RSE limited visa, okay? Once you sign the agreement with an RSE, you can apply for a limited visa to work for them. Immigration cost, okay? So the application cost is $3,283 New Zealand dollars. Okay, this is the charge for Immigration New Zealand to process your application. They do not refund this cost. Okay, it is not refundable. Then the next thing you'll be paying is 960, which is paid to VAC service fee. That is the service fee you pay at the visa application centers. Okay, after that you'll be paying like 230 to 630, right, which is like the courier application that, you know, when you apply, they are going to take your passport. After stamping it, they will return it to you. That is this charge. Okay, so you need to calculate it together and, you know, convert it to your local currency. Then you know if you are able to do this or not. These are the only things that you are going to spend during this application, okay, or during this visa process, aside your flight ticket, okay, because you'll be paying for your flight ticket to New Zealand. Next one is they now make a decision about your application, right? If they need anything else, they want you to do anything else, they will be in touch. And the time frame of processing, like I said, is 3 weeks. After you've received a decision, you can now go to a presentation about New Zealand. They will invite you to a presentation before you leave your home country, okay? So this should be online and you can now ask your questions, okay? Like I said, this is just a limited visa that will take you to New Zealand to work for like few months, right? You can't study on this visa and you cannot change your visa while in New Zealand. If you must change your visa, you need to leave, then, you know, apply for any other visa you want and go back, right? Then you must maintain your medical insurance while in New Zealand. These are just the conditions. You can come to New Zealand up to 14 days before you are meant to start work, okay? The RCE visa holders from countries are allowed to stay in New Zealand for a maximum of 7 months, okay? You can stay in New Zealand for a maximum of 7 months in any 11-month period. You cannot stay for more than 7 months at a stretch, okay? So this is where you see the list of the recognized employers, right? When you click on that recognized employer list, you'll be able to find all the employers that are eligible. They have about 203 employers here. You can see 203 employers who are eligible. So there are lots of them. This date you're seeing here is the license expiry date, so it has nothing to do with the job they are offering or what they're doing. Click on details, you see the physical address of this company. You can also apply by copying the name of each company you want to apply to. When you copy the name, you paste it on Google, you'll be able to submit your application. These are the list of companies. You can see them here. These organizations are eligible to bring you from the overseas, okay? Find employers who have approval to recruit workers from overseas under the recognized seasonal employer scheme, okay? This, I just want to read that here so that you see it, that they have the right to bring you from the overseas. To apply for a recognized seasonal employer limited visa, you need a job offer from a New Zealand recognized seasonal employer. Recognized seasonal employers can recruit workers from overseas to work in our fruit and vegetable and grape growing industries when they need extra workers. Did you hear that? So you can find your employer, you can find employer from this list, all right? I am going to attach a New Zealand CV format template in the description box, okay? So in case you want to apply and you don't know how to create a New Zealand standard CV, I will attach a template for you in the description box so that you can use it and carry on with your application, right? So guys, that will be the end of this video. I hope you find it helpful and good luck to all those who want to apply. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.